Don't touch anything.
It's the greatest find yet. Nothing compares to it.
But it's definitely something you should hear.
This is The Real Deal with Larry Lawton.
Welcome to The Real Deal with me, Larry Lawton. We got a great show today. We are going to be talking sports. It's Friday, man. It is Friday, and we are ready to rock and roll. I got great guests, which we're going to be starting to do on our Friday shows. I got my nephew Paul and his kid here, and I got Nick, of course. So we got Jameson and Paul. Welcome to the show, guys.
All right.
We're going to be talking all things sports. Before I get started, please check us out on all our programs. Check us out on Discord. Discord's going great. Are you on our Discord?
No, I'm not.
You know Discord.
Yep.
Get on our Discord. We got a great Discord, everybody. There's a lot of suggestions there. I want to thank all the people putting suggestions in on Discord, right, Nick? It's up here and the links below and all.
Yeah, it's
So
usually the first one.
We have Discord going pretty strong, guys. Also, I'd like to thank, of course, Oliva Cigars, man. Come on, guys. They're the best. We are working. Our lighters are coming out in about 20-something days, those black lighters.
Oh, nice.
We already got notice from the place. They'll be here, about a week ago, about 30 days and a week ago they said that, right? And
They're
it's the
gonna be
black
here.
with the diamond, the whole lighter, so that's pretty cool. They'll be going up on TikTok and a lot of places. And we also have, of course, mybookie.ag. It is my new sponsor. We talk sports. They are MyBookieAG. You can bet during the games. You can bet live. You can bet end of season stuff. You can bet all sports. I bet, and if you watch me live, you'll see me. I bet the Logan Paul fight, Dylan Danis, and I also bet the KSI against Tommy Fury fight. I split. I won one. I lost one. I lost a few bucks, but I had a lot of fun watching the fight. We're going to talk about that fight, too. So you can bet that then. If you use promo code Lawton, that's promo code Lawton, you get a 50% match. So if you put up $100, you get $150 to bet with. You put up $50, you get $75. You can't beat that, actually. That's free the first one. It's clear free money, man. You really can't beat free money. Paul, you bet, so you know about those things. But today we're going to be talking for...
We also have a new TikTok.
Oh, we also have a new TikTok. Please, everybody. It's called Larry Lawton Official.
Yep.
We had a little issues with our TikTok. I won't say why. Should I say why, Nick?
Yeah, you can say why.
Blast, shadow band, and
it's mostly on the back end though.
the back end. We had some issues on the back end from Canada and being out of the country. But anyway, just go check us out on TikTok. That's our new one. We're on all social platforms. You know about that, right? But it's called, I think you're one of the first that just signed up.
That was your first follower.
Are you? All right. Hey, Jameson. Yes, it's called Larry Lawton Official. It's Larry Lawton Official. We'll have a verified dot and all that real soon because I think you hit 10,000. That'll be happening quick. We still have the other account, which has 477,000. But we're not going to be using that, right, Nick? Is that it? Yeah. I'm going to be answering everything from the other one. So we are going to be talking all things sports today. Since it's a Friday morning, it's the weekend. I have to go back, and we're going to update and talk about the Dylan Danis, Logan Paul, which I went live with, and we're going to talk about the KSI Tommy Fury fight. Did you guys watch the fight?
I did.
Did you?
Just the Logan Paul.
Oh, you didn't watch the second fight? That was actually the main fight. And the second fight was a better fight.
Yeah, I like that fight.
And I actually do a KSI guy.
It was rigged. KSI should have won.
I do. Even though I bet Tommy Fury, I thought he was going to knock him out. I was very surprised. I'll tell you what, the kid KSI, these guys suck. I'm not kidding you. I've been in a fight game long time. Mark Rendazzo, the whole works.
Why do they suck? I mean, what does that mean?
Well, if you watch the fight, Paul, they're really not fighters. And I don't mean that not in shape. I'm not saying...
They're not fighters.
No, I'm not
They're
to YouTubers. I'm not talking about... obviously, he's in shape. I think he's doing steroids, Logan Paul, personally. You see the fucking ripped body on that kid. But I think if you watch him throw a punch, every time he throws a punch, his left comes down. We were talking about it today at lunch with a boxing trainer who's training me. He's trained me with Mark Rendazzo, who's the cruiserweight champ. And I swear I think I can knock him out. I think I can knock Logan Paul out. Do you believe that?
No.
You don't?
Don't gas him up.
I don't think you would knock him out. I'm sorry. If you guys were to actually box, I don't see you knocking him out.
I don't think that guy can beat me. I don't think he can knock me out.
I'm not saying that he would knock you
We
out.
need to
or
get
he
you
would
in a
whoop
rough
your
and rowdy
ass.
match.
Listen to me. Let me tell you something. I'm 200. I'm 245 right now. I'm probably a natural 230. Getting in shape.
Nice slim down 230.
No, I am. You know that. I mean,
muscle weight.
A
Then
nice,
I'm very
natural 230.
what am I?
I don't know why it was phrased like that. That's why.
Well,
a
meaning
nice
'cause I got a little
230.
fat on me right
It's real
now.
natural.
But when I get in shape,
You'll be 230.
That's your
I'll be about
comfortable weight.
230,
That's your
comfortable.
comfortable weight.
And
Yeah.
when I say natural, I don't have to try to get down anymore. If I try to get lower than that, I'm going what they call underweight, or you're trying. That's where you deplete your nutrients and stuff, and you'll see guys, they crash diet right before a weigh-in.
Oh, it's like
Do that.
Water weight
Patty.
loss.
What's his name? You know Patty?
Supreme Patty?
No, the other Patty from the UK. He gets like real fat on his off season.
Patty, Tim. I know.
He gets
Yeah, a lot of guys
He gets
do that.
really fat on his off seasons,
Yeah.
and then like a month before his fights, he just like loses.
Cuts
it all.
down and
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's so
Well, no.
fat.
A lot of
used to
fighters
write a
do that,
diet
but the
book.
natural fighters. See, Mike Tyson fought at
Patty
a
Kimball.
natural weight, and Mike Tyson was a killer. He didn't have to.
can't hear you.
Big fighters who have to either make weight, you right before a fight. That's why they have certain hours before a fight to have a weigh-in, usually a day.
That would deplete you so much.
You
to lose
deplete
that.
so much energy, and you think you could get it back by right after, by drinking juices and stuff. You can't, Paul. Your body takes a process. That's why even drugs, when you process drugs out of your system, any drugs, I'm talking illegal drugs or legitimate drugs, it usually takes 24 or 48 hours to. That's why they say the drug that Logan
Patty the
Paul was
Batty.
using it gets out of your system real quick. I totally believe the kid was juicing or doing some kind of performance-enhancing drug. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, you don't get like that. I listen, I was a fucking big kid, and I mean, cut and big, and I never used them. I was a prison workout guy. That's why it's easier for me to get back in shape. When I want to get in shape, it's easier because I have natural. It's natural. It's not. It was never blown up. It was never on a drug or a injection or anything of that. Never. And I know how to do it. I did it multiple times. You see me get down in weight. I got down too low, obviously, the last time. You know, it was just not my natural weight. That's what blew me back up. And I think my natural weight would be about 225, 230. That's personally. I mean, that's what I'll feel comfortable with. And you guys can see it. I'm coming at him, man. I'm starting now. Gallon of water a day. Gallon of water a day. And that's the start. I'm going to get my body back hydrated. When you work out and you're hydrated, you actually
Your
flush all the
metabolism
system
rolling.
out of you.
Yep.
But now, so what did you think of the fight?
Well, personally, I mean, which one?
Okay, let's go to Logan and Dylan.
I mean, Dylan Danis, he sucks. He was not.
It was a disgrace.
Yeah.
He made
was
it
not
out.
Yeah, you can't talk all
I
that
had way
shit.
more faith in him. I thought he was.
I
gonna
did
be
too.
Better. I was embarrassed watching that because I was talking shit about Logan the whole fight. I wanted to see Logan get smacked.
So did I.
And then, I feel like he should have stuck to MMA. Dylan definitely.
Oh, no, there's no question that kid's legit.
Did he even throw a hit?
Yeah, he can jiu-jitsu.
Did he even
Jiu-Jitsu's a
throw a hit?
four-time world champ.
Absolutely. No, he's bad.
That's a totally different game.
Yeah,
Holy,
totally different.
He did
that's
that
where
for
you
the
take
money.
a guy down and
That was
you
all.
choke him out. And I don't think Logan Paul could last 30 seconds.
On the ground?
I will
No.
give him this. Logan Paul is a state wrestler.
Yeah.
Listen, it's a whole different animal going jiu-jitsu at that level.
No, Dylan Danis would mop the floor with him.
Mop the floor with him. He would
Yeah.
play with him.
Yeah.
He even said it. I saw him on Piers Morgan.
Well, he's never
going
going to get the chance. So
It doesn't
after
look...
after his performance in that fight.
Yeah, that was just
pathetic.
antics. He played that stupid
pathetic.
antics. But it showed me that Logan Paul couldn't knock him out.
Yeah.
It really showed me that Logan Paul's, the way he was throwing his punches, he throws like this.
Yeah.
He doesn't come straight. He doesn't have a turn in his body. He's not hitting like a real fighter. And listen, he's not a real fighter. He's a joke. He went against Mayweather, joked around with him, obviously. Oh, I went 8 rounds. You went 8 rounds because the perch said Because Mayweather said, I'll let you go 8, just like he did with Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
That was a joke. He got more money if it went into the 5th. You seen that fight?
TKO'd him.
Yeah.
Every fight professional said that he could have knocked him out in the first round.
Oh, he could have.
Oh, Mayweather's the best in the
professional
world.
boxer should be able to take out an amateur.
No,
Absolutely,
YouTube boxer is
Paul.
going to last 12 rounds. A legitimately boxing match should last that long with Mayweather. That was all for the show.
Well, first of all,
and the money.
although Mayweather was never a puncher, Mayweather was never a hitter. He's a tactician. That kid doesn't get hit. If you look at all the films of Mayweather's fights, he does not get hit. He is amazing. He got hit very, very. That's why he's so clear-headed. You know, that kid can box the way he is because he
Kid
doesn't
meaning
get hit.
Mayweather?
Huh?
Mayweather?
Mayweather.
Yeah,
He's just so good at what he
Kid.
does. And he's so
An
quick.
old-ass
He has
man.
and he has quick counter skills. And when he's on his game, forget it. I mean, when he's playing for a real fight, because he's done that with the greatest in the world in the ring, not getting hit. How you think it's joking? But just watching Logan Paul, and I said this during the fight. Every time he threw a hand, one of his hands comes down. I mean, he's open for a damn.
Yeah.
He comes down, you just time it and hit him. He's going.
So when's he gonna fight a real fighter?
I don't think he's gonna. I think he's done. I think he's done. I think he should. Now, let me go better. I think his brother's the legit deal.
Yeah,
I think Jake
legit.
is the legit because he's.
Why don't those two fight?
They're going to. That's
I
gonna
think
be the
so.
biggest
Eventually,
fight.
for money, you know, they say
they're
they
going
won't.
to.
They're gonna do it. All they are is marketers. But I
When they
think
need a
the
quick
brother is
200
legit.
million.
Do you agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
he's
Jake,
good.
Jake
He's
is
a great
tough.
boxer.
He
He's tough.
wants it more. I
Yeah.
watched him in the ring go.
He barely even uploads to the internet anymore.
Right. He
Yeah.
went. What fight did we watch? A whole fight. We watched him
Nate
play.
Diaz?
No, we watched him fight who? Tommy Fury.
Yeah.
Tommy Fury when he lost. And again, that's another fight that I think Tommy Fury. I don't know if he won or lost or whatever happened there.
That was still a good
Oh,
fight.
apparently, did you guys see the leaked cards of the Tommy Fury and KSI fight?
Yeah,
It
was
was
erased.
changed.
Yeah,
it was all
erased.
changed.
That's why everybody's calling it a rig.
What do you
all
mean?
it was changed.
Well,
You can
after
see
they
it's
did 'em,
erased.
they
after they
changed
did
it
it,
over.
they wrote over the.
See, that's
the
why
points.
boxing has such a bad rap.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right
that
now.
type of stuff.
Yeah. Well, back when I was a kid, boxing first of all won
So
15
back when I
rounds
was a
for
kid,
any
we used to
championship fight. 15.
rig all the fights. And
I always think that fighting should go until somebody wins. Yeah. You either
till
quit.
somebody fucking
You
dies.
either quit
Or get knocked out.
Or knocked out. Keep it going. 5 rounds. 7
that'd
rounds.
be
Too many
Some-
head
amazing.
injuries if you
Well,
did
we
that.
know that. I mean, there's so many head injuries. You know what people don't understand, Paulo? People don't get the head injuries in the fights usually. They get them in all the sparring. Yeah,
prior to.
sparring. See, what happens in boxing, and Frank was talking about this today, and obviously he's an ENT surgeon.
Mm-hmm.
He's done brain surgery. What happens in boxing is your brain is inside a cocoon, and it keeps getting hit like this. It goes back and forth. It goes back and forth inside it keeps banging
in
against
the
brain.
cocoon?
Yeah, it's kind of like a cocoon in the skull, and it keeps hitting. It keeps hitting. So it's not one big smack that gets you. It's the
bounce
bang,
off the
bang, and
back.
your brain keeps getting hit. And you play hundreds of rounds. Mark Randazzo, cruiserweight champ, very good friend of mine. He had over 200 and something fights, amateur fights, not counting all the sparring. Do you know how many times his head is hit? When you're playing and you're boxing, you're getting hit. It's not hurting you per se to make you knock out, or you could take I have a big neck. That's what makes me take a shot. Yeah, I have it's not fat either, Nick. And why is Nick laughing? Why are you
The
laughing?
way you keep wording shit today is funny.
Big neck.
What am I?
Cocoon in the brain, big neck, a natural 230.
What is so
just
far?
on-
What is wrong with anything?
You're just on one today.
Paul.
I'm staying out of your guys.
No, you're not, Paul. Hey,
It's like
Paul.
a married couple arguing. You never get involved.
So, Paul,
stay the hell out of that.
What did you think of the fight, Nick, Paul? I mean, you've been around fights a long time. I mean, you watched a lot of them.
I thought it was definitely he was overmatched. You could tell he wasn't prepared, and Logan was obviously dominated. And then at the end, it was a desperation thing where he got pissed off.
I even thought in the middle of the fight when he went on his back and did that bull crap.
Oh, that was so embarrassing.
That was so embarrassing
Yeah.
to the fight game.
It would be funny if he was fighting and throwing hits.
Did
and
you know
landing
that happened
punches.
actually against Muhammad Ali with an Oriental guy? Did you remember that? You can look that up. They have a fighter that did that and went on his back and put
What was he trying to do?
No, because it was a fight. I think an Oriental, like a kung fu master or whatever, kid fought Muhammad Ali. You know, one of the greatest fighters of all time. And he went. I think it was him, and he went on his back to show I can't get hit, and then you'll come fight me. You know, whatever it was. You could look it up, Nick, if you look that up.
That's what they do now in MMA. They just immediately fall down, waiting for the guy to come down to the ground.
Well, are they doing that now?
You'll see them.
I didn't
drop
see
to the
that.
ground, waiting for them to come.
No,
down.
I know grapplers are you know, listen. The grapplers are, you know who's the best grappler ever? You wouldn't know this back in the day when they started. This was a guy named Hoist Gracie. Yeah. Hoist Gracie was the whole Gracie family, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah. Those dudes.
He's got a whole school still that he trains
He's
MMA.
the best in the world. Joe Rogan talks about him a lot because this guy can maneuver his stomach. He can, the muscles, the kind of like yogas he does and breathing exercises. And they know how, I mean, for you move your arm one bit. Let me tell you an exercise we used to do in prison. I used to do handstand presses in prison, upside down against the wall. Mm-hmm. And the reason you used to do those is you not only build your traps and your shoulders, you build a muscle in here.
Tricep.
And no, a piece of the tricep that it's harder to armbar you. So you'll see a lot of people. That's why you'll see gymnasts. You ever see them? They can stand on their hands. They have that muscle. It's hard to take that arm and armbar it in a certain way, unless it's moved. You know, you have to know what you're doing, but those have that extra muscle that'll stop you from doing it. I do have one problem, is this one arm.
Their bicep, yeah.
Yeah, and that's the one. Because if I was with the two guys today. And
You
we
might be
just
able to
talked-
box in the Special Olympics for that now.
Well, I can about the senior
Did you say
division.
Special Olympics?
The senior. Are you looking at that, Nick?
The
Is it up there?
Special Olympics?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cruel, Paul.
I don't know what the rules are, but I mean, you definitely have a handicap.
No, I ain't no
wins in there.
Special Olympics. So, do you like fight? Do you like the fight game?
Yeah.
So, do you watch a lot of it?
Yeah.
So you knew about this fight because
Yeah.
of social media, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a social media kid,
Yeah.
obviously, you know.
course.
And what has the internet been saying about this fight?
I mean, you know.
It's always a lose-lose for Logan, no matter what he does.
Nobody likes Logan.
Logan's done a lot of things, I think, to
you know,
get some scorn, too.
So, I mean, I feel like people were just more shocked at the fact that, you know, Dylan made that much of a scene. But, I mean, I feel like a lot of people expected it because he was just, let's be honest, he was doing it for a money thing. That was
sure, and I don't blame him for that either. I do the same thing.
Paid 7 figures for that fight.
Oh,
Like, that's
easy, yeah, he
fucking
did.
Crazy.
He did. As a matter of fact,
He
it's
didn't
funny.
earn it for sure.
No.
He did not earn the 7 figures.
No, he
Well,
did
by
not.
selling the fight, he did.
Yeah.
He did. He really marketed that fight.
he did.
And I'll tell you another thing. In that fight, I don't like that Logan Paul sued him. I don't give a shit. Or
me neither.
they say he going, it's not me. It's
his
everybody.
wife
It's
on
not
it.
me. It's my girl. And who do you think's funding that lawsuit?
He has control of that.
Who do you think's funding it?
Yeah.
You think they're trying to stage a second battle?
You know, no, I don't know. You know, they're such good
No,
marketers.
I doubt he's ever
Not
gonna
after
get
what
one.
happened. I don't see
No.
how
But you know what, Paul? They are, the Pauls are such good marketers.
Yeah.
You see what they've done with this Prime. First of all, Nick and I went to the Walmart for Prime. I mean, to look at it. Do you know how much Prime is, money-wise? Oh, how much was it, Nick?
It's like $4.
Too expensive, yeah.
Wow, out of whack.
For a
Paul, you're
drink,
talking about
$4
$13 for 6
Wow.
for a water, like a Prime
Flavored water?
Kind of like a flavored, you know what they're saying. It's
It's basically like a Powerade
It's
or
like a Gatorade.
It's like a Powerade,
Fucking
Gatorade, or
flavored
whatever.
water with electrolytes and stuff.
Yeah, and they're saying it's this and that.
It's
You
the
know,
same
I don't
18
know.
and older. You have to be 18 and older to drink it.
Really?
Right?
That's what it
What's in
says.
it?
That's what it says
A
on
certain
the,
amount of caffeine
the
or
can.
something, maybe?
Yeah,
You know-
it's too much caffeine or some shit.
I don't know. Also, see all these YouTube. Listen, I love Mr. Beast, but I've tried his bar, the Beastable.
Oh, I've never tried it.
It's terrible.
It's pretty trash.
It's pretty trash. I can like
Does
the
it
guy,
taste
but
good or what's wrong?
no, I don't know. Maybe he's getting these kids' taste buds changed. That guy's so big. But I tried that. I will take a Hershey's bar any day over that bar. I mean, I love chocolate too.
Have you tried his burgers? Like his restaurant?
They're out of business already.
Really?
Yeah,
I
closed.
tried it a couple years ago.
It's
so.
terrible too, I heard. Well, you know, he got out of business. The company that they went with wasn't put. They're suing each other. Mega lawsuit right now. And what is the whole suit about, Nick?
Well, the burgers weren't being like made to standard. They were throwing them out raw, and they were cutting prices down on the buns and the toppings because it's ran by ghost kitchens. So the Denny's down the street can do whatever the hell they want to his burger.
Yeah.
So, it's not like he has his own restaurant.
I got you. He's marketing it through other restaurants.
Yeah.
Right. And he's saying it's my burger, but.
So like Applebee's is over there fucking his burger up, and he's getting all mad.
And well, there's big lawsuits already. It's gone. It's out of business. Just goes to show you how hard that kind of stuff is unless you pay it. Just because you're a great marketer doesn't mean you're a great owner of a burger joint.
Oh, right.
Or a chocolate. Listen, I'm not saying that guy's not going to make it. That guy's just the best marketer in the world.
He already made it in my eyes.
Oh, you damn right he's making it. He's worth $1 billion.
He's got enough money to live for the rest of his
Oh, my
life.
gosh.
Easily.
That kid is just...
But he gives a lot away, too.
No. He gives a lot away. But even that... But he's got like... He's such a smart YouTuber. I mean, stay away from everything. He is such a... Really what he's become is a producer of... he's like a studio. He's literally like a studio. Costs millions of dollars to make a video.
Like a game show.
Well, he does them really well, too.
$1 million.
Really good
What was
team,
one?
good-
Cost $4 million?
Yeah, Squid Games costs $4 million
$4 million to make a video.
to make one video.
Wow.
To make
He
one
budgeted
video.
it at $2 million,
How much
and then
money
just
did he
kept
make on the
going.
video? Did he make his money back?
Millions.
You
It's
know,
one of the
I'm sure
highest
he has,
viewed videos on YouTube.
He gets paid Super Bowl money for ads.
I can't pull anything up on the TV. I don't know why.
Yeah, well, because it's not hooked up, but I get it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, and that's the whole thing. It's over there, Nick, whatever it is. You got to get that thing. No, it's hooked up. No, but it's not hooked. Is it hooked up into your computer? Yeah. Well, then you have to mirror it. Okay. But anyway.
It's not working today.
Well, it works. It's just user
Okay,
error.
well, it's not working today.
It's user error.
We're prepared.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't prepared.
What do you want from me?
Oh.
Are you gonna get this TV to work?
See, now it's my fault. You seeing this shit?
So, Larry, what happened last week? Well, why did you put in your picks?
Okay, now let's get to
go on
football. Let's do the
vacation.
football. Paul, good segue, Paul. What's wrong with you? Okay, I missed out on Thursday. I was ready to do my picks. And anyway, to let everybody know what happened, if I would have picked my Thursday game, which everybody on the board had Kansas City, if I would have got my points on Kansas City, which would have been 14, obviously I lost, I would have, going into the last game, I would have won. And I wouldn't have changed my games, obviously, then to do it. And I would have won. And there's another, I still could have won. Cha-Cha called me. He says, I don't believe you won every single game from there. All the morning games, the Sunday morning game.
There's a lot of upsets.
And I won every one, Paul.
Jeez.
And I shouldn't have did it, but I put 10 points on Arizona against the Rams. If Arizona wins, but I had to do something crazy because I lost 14 points.
Yeah, you had to make a way.
I had to make a way. But, Paul, you're in first place in our pool. We have a great pool.
Still in first, yeah. By like 11 points.
Does that make you nervous that you're
not
in
to stay
first
in
so
first
early?
Because you know what? I have to play a little bit differently in first versus these people behind me can
You're
be a
100%.
little bit more risky or take some chances, and otherwise I can drop a lot of points. So I'm kind of playing a little more conservative, whereas I might take a few more risks if I didn't.
Paul, you're still 11 points up on second, which is still a lot.
When is the payout? When do you get paid for this tournament?
End of
the season.
End of the season.
Yeah.
But you know what's good?
Regular season.
Myself, and my brother, we're our crew, we call us. We've all made $1,000 or more, I think. You're right at $975.
Yep.
I'm at 1,000. My brother's at 1,300.
It's two to get in. You're buying
$2,000
two.
to get in. Now that's the whole year.
That's a hefty price.
Well, it's not really. It's
Well, each week you can make up to $2,000 if you win it.
Every week?
every week. No, 1,000 in a week. You can get first is 1,000.
1,000. You're right.
I won a week and I got $1,000. Now,
Sure, I think it's 2,000.
no, it's 1,000. 1,000, 750, 600, 500, and 250 every week. And at the end of the year, if you're in first, if Paul stays in first, he gets $4,000.
On top of all the money.
Oh,
you
on
made
top of
for
everything,
every week.
$4,000. Oh yeah, and
So
second.
you've made $4,000 so far?
No, I'd make $4,000
If he
win.
wins this thing at the end of the year, he's in first.
Haven't you been in first for the
I've
past
been in
4 weeks?
So I'm in first for the overall points, but I might not win each week in first place. But if you add all my points up collectively, I'm
Have
still.
you won a week yet?
He's never won a week.
I got second place one week.
they're
or
doing
It
tied
tells you
third.
who won the week. You
Doing
know?
you dirty.
It tells you who won
It's
the
tough. I mean, it's tough. You gotta. I mean, pick every game right.
week. It's not just picking the game. In this
and
pool
then
is
ranking
different.
them by certain points. So
Point. You know, I'm leading in the other pool I'm in.
it's a similar type of.
Yes, but it's not points. It's just pickings. So I'm leading by 2 games. I have 61. Next one's got 59. Or 60 and 58. I think that's it. In the other pool.
Do you use?
And
the
I've won the
same-
pool.
Do you use the same bets?
I usually just
switch it
match
around?
what I do here to there. Yes.
Oh, okay.
But that pool's different. Once you put it in, you can't change.
Correct.
And it's not Thursday.
Oh.
They have no Thursday game. So I didn't lose out on
So
the Kansas.
you do it on Saturday.
Saturday,
and they
yeah,
lock it.
as long as it's before the Pokemon game. Are you in any pools?
Just fantasy football league.
Oh, you're in a fantasy
Yeah,
football league.
yeah.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
That's a lot of work, fantasy football. You got to do yardage and this and catches.
But you don't all. It does it for you. There's a system that
Yeah,
calculates.
because
all of
isn't
like
it
all
so
the
hard
pick.
to follow?
It's no harder
yeah.
than what we're doing in our other
Oh,
league.
come on. You got to see what guy
It's a little
player
harder.
got more
I think it's a little
yards
harder.
and this and rushing yards.
Yeah.
And it's not like us. We know right away. I can look and see who's winning.
Yeah.
Bang. Oh, wow.
But I can do the same thing. So I can look and see how many points my player has in each quarter, each time they have the ball. That's going to give me a notification. Your guy's in the red zone. He might get 6 points. Or
I got it. But when you're looking at it like we look at, we can look and I can almost calculate. Like I knew David could win. They're going into Monday night. I knew he could win. I knew because he had a lot of points left, and if he wins the game, he jumped, and he did. He jumped from 11th to 6th.
Yeah,
Is
he got
Fanny-
third. Didn't he get third last week? Yeah.
which is $600.
Is fantasy football when you make your own team?
Yes, you pick, and there's a draft and all that. So you do that, right? Is that free?
Then how do you
Jameson?
win
No.
if it's all fake?
Oh, you have to pay for that?
Yeah.
How do you win in fantasy?
yeah.
How much you pay?
So you get points for
Like,
each player.
Pretty sure,
I'll let
what,
him go
like
first.
$100, $200 for the buying of the fantasy football?
You talk into
Correct.
that.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, it was like-
fine.
Oh, okay.
He's totally
All
fine.
right. Yeah. Okay, so you pay that much for fantasy football?
Each league has different
What's
amounts.
the what do you win? What's
This
the
one was-
grand prize.
A donation type pool, and then a certain percentage of it goes to the winner, and the rest of it goes to a donation for the school.
Oh, for a
part of your
school?
school?
Like schools do this?
Well, the dad's
school
club. The
would-
dad's
Whoa,
club.
you
No,
mean
this
a
is it.
school
The
does
school
it? I
doesn't
wanna see
sponsor
that.
it.
I was about to
Promote
say.
gambling.
The school doesn't sponsor it, but it's all the dads from the school get together and do a league, right?
Oh,
The
okay,
dad's club.
from Mel High?
Yeah, and then they donate that, a certain percentage of it towards
Oh, okay.
some
A pizza
school
party.
event or whatever.
Oh, good. I like that. Good
It's
for
not
you guys.
promoted by the school in any means, but it goes towards the school, and it's nice. And then the winner gets a little cut of
They're
it.
like pizza parties. And
Now, if it's
stuff.
just a group of 12 guys or 50, however many guys you have in your league, you can set whatever entry fee you want. There's $1,000 entry fees.
And this was how many people in this pool?
Like, what?
12, I believe. 12.
11.
Just 12 people at a couple $100?
a very
So you raise
exclusive-
$2,400. Do you pay out weekly?
They do not. That one only pays at the end of the year.
And it's 20. Well, obviously, if it's 12 people at 200, it's $2,400.
They might pay 3 or 4 people. Like if you win your division, sometimes you'll get a certain amount, and then they usually pay the Super Bowl champ and the runner-up. Sometimes the third place person gets one too.
And so, what are you guys
So
doing?
every
A
league's
split?
different.
I mean, did you discuss it? Like, I would like to do it now. Don't do it at the end of the year. In other words, say, okay, we raised $2,400. $1,200's going
Yeah,
to
they already
this
do.
project,
They
and
already
$1,200's going to the winner.
That's already predetermined.
Oh, okay, good. I mean, I love stuff when they do like that. It's a nice way to promote gambling for young kids.
The kids, yeah.
Which
Pretty
you
good
should
way.
go to mybookie.ag and use promo code.
Well, fantasy
gotta
football,
start
you
with
don't have to have money on the line.
Oh,
People do it just for fun.
No,
Kids
I
go
know
out
they
and
do.
it,
I know they do. And
Makes
there's
it a little
actually
more
leagues that pay for no money,
Correct.
right? Just to get
Bragging
Like
rights or
March
whatever.
or no, to get on a website, and they pay big money,
Oh yeah.
What are you
big
talking
money
about?
for free.
What?
There's websites that will let you go and play on this thing for free and pay big money at the end to the winner. just so you get there and you put your information in there.
But you have,
they're
you have
mining.
hundreds of thousands of people playing.
They're data
so you really
mining.
have to have a perfect, you know.
Yeah, you
week.
do. Whatever it is, but they do that. I know. It's just like March Madness, you know.
That's what I was gonna say. This kid, like 2 years ago, got every pick right and won like $1 million.
Nobody's ever got every
I don't
pick
know.
right
Let
on
me
March
see.
Madness. I don't think ever. Like,
There's someone that offers up a huge amount of money.
if anybody gets every
Everyone-
pick right.
correct.
Right. Yeah, there's no... I don't
Warren
think-
Buffett, I think, or someone does it.
Some big billionaire.
Yeah. If you can pick it perfect. But you know how hard that is? I mean, think about the NCAA tournament. And
I don't think it's ever been done.
Yeah,
I don't think it's ever been done.
That's like dumb luck. I mean, that's
Oh, you got 64 games.
like a lottery.
32 games, 64 teams. Obviously, you got a good idea in the first round. But there's so upsets
All the
every
time.
single
the
round.
time.
Upsets. And you got to pick every upset. I mean, I often thought about why don't you get through 2 rounds and then just have enough pools that you can get, you know what I'm saying? Like you put them in and you make it's every option you can do. So you can't lose.
He had the best bracket out of 11 million people.
Oh,
He was
sure.
He was in 6th grade.
And he won $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably
I
picked
believe
on mascots too, or something.
6th grade.
He was in 6th grade. This
won
was
$1
back in
million.
2015.
Wow.
Yeah. He had the best back. See, they have that all year. Do you know it's the biggest betting week in Vegas?
This week?
No, March Madness.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I
by
don't know
far.
how much he won.
It's bigger than the Super Bowl, bigger than the playoffs.
It's a week where, if you look at businesses, production goes down so much during March.
Oh, does it?
Oh, you can see it. I mean, people take off.
I can
and
see
then
it, yeah.
Guys that are going to a doctor have to get a vasectomy or something. They pick that time so they can have those 3 or 4 days to watch games. It's
Hey, Paul, what do you think about the baseball? You got Diamondbacks against Phillies.
well, first of all,
Arizona.
Diamondbacks.
Are you an Arizona fan?
I watched them when I lived there quite
Well,
a bit.
I said you're
I'm a
from
Cubs
Ari-
fan, so
I
I
knew that,
love the Chicago teams. Being from Iowa, and that I mean, you only have so many teams to pick from. We don't have any professional sports teams there, so I kind of
None.
Chicago.
You have none,
Yeah,
right?
None.
No professional sports in Iowa?
Nope.
Well, that's
I think
why
they
it's a
might
flyover
have-
state.
I mean, unless you're going to count some of the soccer leagues and stuff, they might have teams like that. But
Yeah,
they're-
but I'm
they're
talking
not-
no major
not
sports?
Major league baseball, basketball, or anything.
And most people from Iowa, do they go to Chicago?
Chicago,
White Sox or Cubs?
St. Louis, it's a mixture. Minnesota, yeah, those are the 3 big ones. Some people are Green Bay fans, in Wisconsin.
And what's the closest city to Iowa?
Probably Chicago, Minneapolis, and St. Louis are all very similar, but I'd say Chicago's closest.
How long does it take you to get to St. Louis?
I think it's about 4, depending where you're at. From Cedar
4.
Rapids, about 4.5 maybe.
And what? Same thing to Chicago?
Chicago's about 3.5 to 4.
Wow. Okay. And then Minnesota.
Minneapolis is about 4, I believe. So that we're kind of like right in the middle, and it's just boom, pick your poison.
And you're a Cubs fan, not a White Sox fan.
I'm Northside Cubs fan. Yep. And you know what? I got to see them win a World Series. They
Yeah.
sucked for so many years, and
They were like Boston that was going forever.
Correct.
Without a World
I think there's
Series.
only one other team that hasn't done it in Major League Baseball. I don't know.
Well, I mean, so you're watching them. They're down 2-0 though, right now against Philly. And the Diamondbacks of Philly, yeah. Yesterday it was
They
10-0.
beat the Dodgers. Dodgers haven't made it now.
but that was over.
They
Dodgers
did
are
not
done.
pay the kid out. The kid did not get paid out. It was a $20,000 tournament. And they did not pay him out because he was 12 years old.
because he's underage.
And You mean he won $1 million
they
and they
refused-
didn't pay him out?
No,
That's
20
ridiculous.
grand, and they didn't pay him out, and they refused to pay the parents.
Wow.
Because
Oh, well, they
it
should
was-
be out of business.
It was ESPN that did it.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
They should be out of business.
Well, I mean, he is 12.
I
That
don't
doesn't
care.
matter. The
If you let him
parents,
in, the parents let him
How
in.
do you get to play?
Right.
That's a malfunction on their part.
But on the baseball,
Yeah,
Larry,
it says they refused.
Because, we're in the NLCS and the ALCS. So we got Texas is actually up leads
which is great.
2-0.
I'm sick of seeing Houston in there every year.
Yeah, why?
I like to see these new teams making. That was the last time we saw the Rangers in there. It's been a long time.
Long time. And, probably since Nolan Ryan back in the day. I'll tell you what, the Houston Astros, you got to give them a lot of credit because they're not a big market like New York or Boston or the Dodgers or something like that. And they're there. You know, that's a testament to a back office. That's a testament to the pickers, to the general manager, how their farm system works. Baseball is a lot with farm systems. If you know, you play ball, don't you?
Yeah.
You play baseball?
Yeah.
What position?
Pitcher and third.
Pitcher. You lefty, righty.
Righty.
You know, if you were a lefty and you could throw a ball decent, I'd give you. You'd be a pro pitcher.
Yeah.
They'd look for lefties like
Yeah.
you wouldn't believe. Southpaws. And if you're a southpaw and can throw a decent pitch, man, you're gonna be. I don't care who you are, you're gonna make it, and at least get to the higher levels anyway, until they start wrapping you all around. A little sad news. Do you know a guy lives right here, Tim Wakefield?
Yeah,
he just died,
passed recently.
and he, where he lived, right in Lansing Island, right next to Gary.
Yeah.
Who was he?
He was a knuckleball pitcher. He played for Boston. Matter of fact, he dated my sister.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, he wanted to really date her for a long time.
You said no?
No, she went with she. Listen, I don't know who went what, but yeah, he really liked my sister, and she passed too. You know that. But he died of cancer too. I think it was, and he died young. I think he was 56.
What kind of cancer did he have?
I
Prostate?
don't know, but there's a tribute. There's a tribute. I think this Saturday.
Brain cancer, I'm pretty sure.
Was it brain cancer?
cancer?
I think there's a tribute this Saturday. People are gonna. I'm not gonna probably go. It's over at the Henniger Center, right down in downtown Melbourne.
Oh, wow.
Because Gary is going to Boston. Gary is very close with the family. They live right next to each other, and Gary's wife and his wife are very close as well. Okay. So they're going to Boston. I think it's this weekend. There's a tribute of some sort going on, but they're gonna be showing the tribute here in Melbourne because this is where he's from. They're gonna show it where
He's from
at the
here?
Henniger Center on the screen. Yeah,
He's not from New York?
No. Tim Wakefield.
He played there though.
No, he played
How do you
for
meet
Boston.
your sister?
No, he played for Boston.
How do you meet your sister?
Here.
Oh,
here in Melbourne.
you guys have been here for a long time.
Yeah, my sister's
Forget
been
about
here
that.
since the 80s. Yeah.
Wow.
My mother's been here for 40 years, Nick. So as long as Paul has been alive. Literally, 1983. You were born in when, Paul?
80.
80. So
She moved out here in your 20s?
Me? I didn't
She
move
did.
out here. Her 20s? She's
Your
90.
20s.
Huh?
How old were you when she moved down here?
I was in the military when they moved down
So you were in
I
your
was
20s.
22.
Cool.
23.
All right.
And
Confirmed.
yeah. I mean, I didn't move here. I was in the military.
Yeah.
I never lived here. And I never lived here. This place had 15,000 people back then. Now it's got... Palm Bay had 15,000 people when my mother moved here. Right now,
for
Palm Bay's got
$15,000.
125,000 people in Palm Bay. It's the biggest city in Melbourne, in Brevard County.
Is
by
it really?
far.
Palm
By
Bay?
far. The next biggest city is Melbourne with 88,000.
And they don't even have a train stop. To
We
Orlando or Miami.
talked about that today.
But they're gonna have one. The express train's gonna stop.
No, it's not.
It's not?
They did not build a stop. We're all mad about that.
I thought they were gonna do one
We did to.
from Miami to.
There is a train
you know
right
what
now.
would've helped?
A bullet train, they're calling
goes
them.
If
through
you
it
went
all the
and
time.
voted.
It goes from Miami all the way to Orlando.
And they're not gonna build a station here in Melbourne.
No.
How about Cocoa?
No, not in Brevard County.
Wow.
How stupid.
You know what you should have done? You should have voted. It's all up to the
Should have
voters.
bought one of the politicians because it's the stupidest move on my part. How don't you? They have to maintain the tracks too.
Who does?
The Brevard County.
Well, why? How does it make? So why would you allow your citizens to stop? That makes
Why wouldn't you let your citizens rest? Because they would have had to put money up for a station. So what?
You'd make
Did
it
you
back in a
know
year.
You could do anything there. How about businesses
What
right
are they
around that
getting out of
station?
it? What are they getting out of it if they're just using the tracks? They got to be renting it or something.
No, Paul. They have to make because when a train comes through a city, when they get laid, if you want it to, for whatever reason, when it comes through, the deal they make or whatever it is, that they put it up or they give them money in the beginning. I don't know the exact deals,
It's a lot of logistics. Behind
trains are a
trains.
lot of logistics.
Yeah.
I mean,
Your mom was telling me it was like $300 or something.
Yeah,
For
that's
a
what they were
ticket.
saying.
for what?
For a ticket.
No.
Yeah.
There's no way it's gonna be $300 for a
That's
ticket.
what I heard. She
A plane ticket's cheaper.
some people don't want to fly on a plane. You know, by the time you go to the airport.
No
park,
way,
you
Paul.
just-
They have train.
Well, think about it though.
$300?
Well, look it up. What is it? It's called
I'll tell you what, Paul. New York has a train to Washington.
Amtrak. Yeah,
Washington.
I used to take it all the
$75.
time. I used to take it all the time.
I did
It's
too.
great.
$75
The food car and all
you,
that.
you go, you sit and have a few drinks.
Yeah.
They had back then.
Bathrooms.
They even had plugs for your phone.
Yeah.
Back then, and I took that train back and forth from D.C. to New York, and it's $75.
Wow.
So I mean, it's cheap. I don't think it's going to be that much, and it's a great thing to do because
Well, don't they
I
go
go
to
to
the
Miami
Keys?
a lot. What?
Doesn't that train go all the way to the Keys?
No
goes to
train
Miami,
goes to
I
Keys.
think.
Miami. Yeah, there's no train going to the Keys.
So Miami to Orlando.
Actually, flag.
Okay, so one adult ticket starts at $79.
There you go.
And for kids, they start at $39.
That's
that's not
good.
bad.
Yeah.
And that's going where?
That's from Orlando to Miami.
See that whole way.
That's
There's no
not
way
bad.
$300.
Dude, that's
total.
worth it. By the time you park your car
Paul,
and stuff.
Paul,
in
gas
Miami.
alone with the price of gas.
Good Lord.
It's a
starts.
tank of
So
gas.
I guess you could get a $300 ticket, and upgrade your ticket. It says starts. So
Maybe
you could
they
probably
have some
find a $300
sleeping
ticket.
car. Who the
Yeah.
hell knows? How long is the ride? Does it say? 3 hours. No way. 3 hours. I
longer?
bet it's a lot quicker. It takes you 2.5 hours in a car. Well, Orlando. So Orlando is about 4 hours. So maybe 3 hours. Maybe. But I don't think it could be
3.5 hours.
3.5. Yeah, okay.
How long does it take to drive from Orlando to
About 4 hours. It takes two and a
Depending on
half from
traffic.
here. Depends on from this house
Yeah, I'd
to
rather
Miami.
just
It's
not deal
2.5
with any of
hours.
it. Sit in a
2.5
train.
hours.
From this house,
From this
and I'm
house,
South
yeah.
County,
Yeah.
not Orlando.
It's not a
Obviously,
bad ride.
No, it's 2.5 hours. We take it all the time. I do it every
So,
other
but
week.
if you think about it, you're buying a ticket for 2 kids, let's just say,
be better to
and
drive.
2 adults. You're looking at close to $300.
I mean, gas.
You're not paying gas. So then the
I'm talking
trade-off,
about- yeah.
is it worth it or not? I don't know. It depends how long you're going to be there.
And what are you going to do there? You got to take an Uber where you're going or something.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
from
So
where
you
you're
can do
going.
that to weigh
That would be
everything.
more expensive than just driving there yourself.
Well, I don't know. Well, maybe.
Well, it's also going to be really popular for tourists.
First,
tourists,
sure.
yeah, that's where it's
I would
Florida's a
take it because
giant
I go
place.
to Miami a lot, Paul,
That's a
and
good
I
point.
and I like to go to Miami because one, I have a business down there,
Yeah.
with the cigars, and besides that, I like to go. I don't like to drive. If I'm going to go out
You bring
partying,
your RV down there.
right? Well, I stay there.
Yeah, but that saves you on hotel and everything.
Right, exactly right. But it's also costs a lot of money in gas to do that. Matter of fact, I'm getting the RV back Monday night. Going to get it.
Nice.
Yeah, at the bottom air condition work, top air condition. No, can't wait. Man, this is gonna be nice. I can't wait to get the back bathrooms fixed. The stuff
Be
that.
back in order.
Oh, it's back to being the love machine is
We'll
back.
have to watch some sports. We'll get back on sports. We'll watch sports from the RV now.
Hey, I got. I got to put a couple of cameras in there and do a love shack.
a
The love shack.
Nice movie.
That'd be good. All the kids will go, wow, where's that truck? Where's that van? But
It's like the Bang Bus.
It's pretty good.
The Bang RV.
Hey, Paul, so who are you going to predict for the baseball? Let's get that right out of the way.
I'd like to see the Diamondbacks. To get to your original question, I do like the Diamondbacks. I'd love to see them make it, but they're down 2-0, like you said.
Texas
So
is up
Philly,
2-0.
which I'd love to see a Texas Philly. That could be interesting.
I don't want to. I'd rather see the Diamondbacks.
I would too.
personally.
Versus Texans would be.
And
good.
I'd love to see Texas. Philly's another team's been there.
We know a Texan team is getting in
Why?
because those are you got Houston and the
Houston. Yeah. That's
So it's just a
true.
matter of
That's
which
true.
one,
Texas has got
They're
2
gonna
teams
be
in
in
there
there.
right now.
So.
And man, they must be excited in Texas. But you notice, listen, I'm a sports guy. You're a sports guy. It just seems when none of the New York teams or even LA teams are in, you don't get to play.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we're just not seeing it because we're not from the middle of the state, country, which in the Texas area. But New
big
York
market teams aren't in. Right?
Yeah.
That's where the money is thrown when they're in there. 'cause
big
people
markets,
watch.
man. When you go to New
Betting
York,
markets.
they always said the biggest game ever in baseball would be a Subway Series, which would be the Yankees and Mets, playing for the World Series. Even though it's East Coast, it's just because there's so many people there, and they are diehard fans, man.
Does that ever happen?
No, not in a World Series.
Wow.
It'd be a great World Series. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Subway Series. They have Subway Series, and they do great, just You know, if they play,
Yeah.
but not in a World Series. I mean, can you imagine that? I mean,
It's like having the Cubs and White Sox.
right? It would be like having
the
that's
same
never
thing.
happened. That would be huge.
That'd be cool.
I mean, for the Chicago, but Chicago's a pretty big market, right?
I just came back from there. I'll tell you.
Did you go to a
The city
game?
is electric. I did not, but you can feel game day vibes. I mean, you just get the.
Don't you
energy
go to
changes.
opening day every year?
I do. I do that every year.
We gotta go. I gotta go next year.
That is
It's a party?
Blast. It's a blast. I mean, it's so many people, and you know, some people don't even go to the game. They just go out for opening day to go out and have a good time party.
You mean they tailgate?
Pretty much, and hang out and go to the bars and restaurant, whatever.
Oh, is everything packed down there?
It's packed.
I mean, the whole area, every
Everything's
bar.
packed. Even if it's freezing cold, snowing, it's packed.
And do they close the bars later for that or no?
Nah, they're regular time, but the games are usually early, right? 1 o'clock.
Oh
games,
yeah.
noon,
So
whatever.
everybody's drunk bad. Do you remember when
You
Chicago
start at
won?
6 a.m. if you
remember
want.
when Chicago won the World Series? They ripped that town up.
Oh, it was.
Oh.
Think about it. It's been over 100 years.
And I mean, did you see what they did? They turned cars over and everything. I mean, they went crazy. But most towns do, go crazy first of all.
I don't advocate for that. I mean, go have fun, but that's
You
ridiculous.
did when you were a
People are
kid.
No, I'm not gonna go.
Your
flip
brother did.
cars. That's dangerous. I mean, I don't like.
Does he go to opening day with you?
He does. Yeah, he's the one that kind of got me started on it.
Is he a
so
Chicago fan?
He is
You're
a
both
Cubs fan,
Chicago
too. Yeah.
Cubs
He likes
fan.
the Yankees too, a little bit. So he's kind of, but they're a different league, so he can get.
Oh,
behind that.
absolutely. One's national, one's part. Now that one's Chicago, one's New York.
It's a blast. I mean, it's a great group of guys we go with every year, and it's slowly dwindled down. Less
But you
people
got
are
4 or
making
5
but
guys.
We still got 4 or 5 great guys that always are going.
And do you get a hotel right in town?
We do.
And
have a
is
good
it like
time.
already secured for the next year?
No, we can usually get it, a couple months in advance. But
Oh, you still got to get. Does it get that packed?
because you can go in the suburbs and just Uber in, and that's usually what we do. I'll meet up and just.
Oh,
take
do you guys
Ubers
go
in.
to like an Airbnb or something?
No, we'll do a hotel.
Okay.
We're not downtown. We usually don't stay downtown.
See, I would want. Last time I was in Chicago, I was
Those would be all
downtown.
expensive.
But I got arrested a few times in downtown. I was in Cook County Jail.
What were you doing down there?
I got fought. Well, back in the day when I
Fighting?
was, fighting in bars and stuff. Me and Mark, and I got arrested with him twice. I mean, in and out. Not a big deal. But
Just a simple process.
yeah, that's all they do. They process you, and it costs you money, and it's really a fine. You get a fine or something like that. That's just what it is. You're not
What it
going to
was.
bars yet, are you?
Nah.
You drinking?
I don't know. No.
I don't know.
No.
Good answer. The only truthful answer you can give. What do you like to drink?
I like
If you drank. Let's say you don't
Iced
I
drink.
like to drink water.
Water with
Sweet tea is your thing.
vodka and sweet tea.
Vodka and sweet tea. That's a little far away as yet.
Yeah. Oh, is that what it is? That's what my daughter. I told you. That's what my daughter told me. It didn't work. So, hey, Paul. So midway. Okay. So baseball. I'll tell you who I'm going to pick. And I know I don't want them to win, but I think Philly's going to win the series.
They got a powerhouse offense.
They really
They're
do.
strong.
And they,
baseball?
look at the scores they're winning, Paul.
Well, they got
3-0.
they got a cubby
You said
that's hit some
baseball?
home runs.
10 nothing. What?
Yes.
You said baseball?
Yeah. They won 10
When does
nothing.
baseball start?
Who baseball start? It's over.
It's over?
It will be over soon.
It's not over yet. But
Listen,
When does it start?
October is the ending. That's why.
When did it start?
Mike.
No,
February?
April.
April?
April is like the April Fool's Day.
They
a little
have an
after
old
that.
couple-
I remember like
it's kicking butt.
everyone was always like, what is it? The warm ups, the like spring
preseason,
warm ups.
spring training.
Everyone
Spring
was
training.
always like
Yeah.
taking off school.
That's
to
big
go
in
to-
Arizona. and
It's really
Florida.
big in
Yeah,
St.
Florida
Louis.
too. Yeah, West Coast.
Spring training for the Cardinals. I was like,
They used to have a spring training. The Marlins used to be here. Right here. No, in Brevard County.
Really? It's all
right
down
You
now
know the
in
stadium up
Tampa,
near
yeah.
Viera? You know
Okay.
in Viera?
Yeah.
That stadium? That used to be the Marlins in the 90s. That was the Marlins. When they first started, the Marlins was in the 90s. I think 94.
They moved them out.
They moved themselves out, obviously, because they didn't get the deal they wanted or whatever it was. And now then a big spring training, which I used to go to a lot, is down in Vero Beach. It's called Dodger Town.
Vero Beach.
Vero Beach has the Dodgers. They still do. And then the West Coast, Fort Myers, Naples.
Dodgers.
They have a lot of teams. Like Arizona's over there.
Sarasota has some. I think the Baltimore
Yeah,
Orioles and the
the West Coast of Florida has more.
Those tickets are just as expensive, if not more. Than
Oh,
a regular
I
game.
know.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. And you're watching, you might not see the good players at all.
You might get one inning if you're lucky, or two.
If lucky.
If you're lucky.
Because most of them don't play. But if you're a real die-hard baseball guy, you want to watch who's coming up. You want to see this guy play against another professional guy. Me, I could care less. I mean,
Can you sit through 9 innings? Still, would you go to a baseball game and sit
Sure.
through 9
Well, you
innings
know what it is? I end up drinking
without
beer.
falling asleep?
No, of course I do.
It's a different energy at the game.
I fell asleep the last time I went
No,
to a baseball
he's
game.
right. Paul's saying what he's
I
right.
was out. Bam, fell asleep.
Nick, there is a lot of energy at a game. And if you've been to a game, a pro game, then you see it. Like when I was his age, we used to cut school and go to Yankee games.
How much were the
bleacher
tickets?
seat, $1.
$1?
$1 bleacher
$1.
seat.
They didn't have any
Yeah,
metal
the Yankee
detectors
Stadium,
back
Bronx.
then.
And Queens was the Mets, and we used to go to $1 for a bleacher seat, and we'd be fighting with kids. We'd cut school, all that.
That's why they raised the ticket
when we went
prices.
with our dads, like we'd go with our dads. Our dads were all big baseball guys. They give you the program, and we used to follow every pitch.
Oh, that's impressive.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you mark it down.
That's
you
a
see,
lot of work to follow that.
No, when you're a kid, you're so into it, and then you have, you write out SO strikeout or K, or then you have one
That's
B.
a dying skill set. I don't see a lot of people do that anymore.
Oh, you don't see him at the stadium?
You'll see some, but I don't see a lot.
We have usually for we got a little somebody's a coach's son or a kid on the team's little brother. He'll be writing.
He'll do the book.
Yeah.
We used to call it doing the book.
Doing the books, yeah. Yeah.
And every pitch.
Every single
every
pitch.
pitch.
Right there, yep. You have to be precise and see it too.
Oh, absolutely.
Ellis, do you know the baseball player Ellis? Ellis.
Ellis what?
He was the one in the 70s that threw the no-hitter on
Need
LSD.
a last name.
On what? That's his name. That's
Ellis.
what's his full name?
I don't know.
He threw a no hitter. Oh,
He threw
on
a no
acid.
hit. Yeah.
Doc Ellis. Yes.
What?
Doc
Ellis actually
was on
threw a
drugs?
no hitter on acid.
Oh my goodness.
No hitter on acid.
1970s.
Really?
In the 70s, yeah, we talked about that the other
Was
day.
it like an experiment? Or
Well, no, he was doing acid. or
He was
whatever.
experimenting on himself, that's for
He was
sure.
definitely experimenting. Well, you didn't know about it. Nobody knew about it. But I can't even imagine that, Paul.
Wow.
I mean, I've done my share of acid, and I like acid.
And then later that year, his team won the World Series.
That's crazy.
Doc Ellis. What was it, the
You
Dodgers?
started it off right.
Pirates.
Pirates, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
1970s.
1970, yeah. Doc Ellis. I remember Doc Ellis. And that's when, I remember, I used to go see Willie Mays.
I remember Doc Gooden. I don't know.
Doc Gooden, right? That was in the 90s.
Yeah.
No, 80s, 86, 87. The Mets.
The Mets.
The amazing Mets.
They were always in trouble, those guys.
Best pitcher
I wonder
in the
how
world.
much
Well, he
acid
won the
drugs
best
on
They
pitcher.
were doing drugs.
He had the best record of any
said
pitcher
how much
in 1
what?
year.
Does
I wonder
it?
how much
Doc-
acid
oh,
he was
Doc
actually
Gooden?
on.
He was good.
Oh, my God. Dwight Gooden was his name. Dwight
He could throw a
Gooden.
pitch, not
Who?
that much.
Who?
He said.
I was wondering how much acid he was on when he did the
Yeah,
no-hitter.
that's a
Because I
good
mean,
Was it
to
like
be
a
able to
microdose?
do
You guys do a
like,
podcast?
You can't be doing that.
I can't even do a podcast. No,
Yeah.
I did a podcast before on acid.
No, I'm saying, can you ask him? Get a hold of him.
Is he dead?
Is he dead yet?
Probably Doc Ellis is
Back in the
If he was
70s.
pitching back in the 70s,
That's
that's
50
50
years
years
ago.
ago. He was
and
probably
he's
in his 20s
25.
and 30s.
Yeah, maybe he might be alive,
Might
75.
be kicking some rocks.
Jeez.
Well, who knows? I'm going to see, we got a concert
2008.
Yeah, Sammy Hagar.
soon. Next week.
End of the month, yeah.
Yeah, we're all excited. We're talking about that. I was with John today.
Oh,
And
cool.
we're all talking about
Yeah.
it, so we're all
2008.
excited. You're staying with me,
He
right?
died in 2008.
Could be. I don't know what I'm doing yet. Getting a hotel or what. I got to figure that out.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could. We're down there. I'm going down Friday.
Okay.
I got the spot already and whatever. And so we're going to go. I can't wait. It's going to be a fun time, man. It's everybody. We're going to have a good time that time.
Big group. It'll be fun. Big
Oh.
group. It's our NASCAR group mostly.
Mostly Frank is pissed. He's not gonna, he loves concerts too and stuff.
Is it on a field? Is it in an arena?
No, it's in the Hard Rock.
So it's inside?
Yeah, it's
The
in
Hard Rock
Okay.
venue.
Hard Rock Arena, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You know, we looked him up. You know how old Sammy Hagar is?
70?
76.
76?
Damn.
Ooh, I was going to say like 68 to 72.
Born in 1920,
76.
1947.
76 years old.
I think October, right?
And he's
October.
still right. Man,
October
he looks really
13th.
good for that age. Wow, for being a
I
rock
don't know.
star.
You know, I saw the Beach Boys, and the guy named Love was 80.
76. Jesus Christ.
80.
Wow.
When I see that guys rocking out at 80, I go, man, I have a chance of living some long. You know?
And Rolling Stones have got to be around that age too.
Oh, I'll bet they're older than that.
Cheech and Chong, they're getting up there.
Oh,
too.
I know Cheech.
They're like 90.
Tommy Chong. You ever
Yeah.
see the pictures with me with Tommy Chong?
You were with Tommy?
Oh yeah, I was on a show with him. He was so stoned. We were on the Huckabee show,
Really?
and we were in the green room. And I said, Tommy, I said, man, you stay. He goes, yeah, I get high every day. We're going on a show, and this is 10
He's
years ago.
85.
Tommy Chong?
Tommy Chong.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and he's looking good too.
He is.
And
He's still doing movies and stuff, I think.
and movies, weed. He's got his own brand. Look at Willie Nelson. He's got to be near 90.
Yeah, you don't
Right?
see him do much
Who's that?
anymore. So I think
Willie
You don't know
Nelson.
Willie Nelson?
He knows who Willie
Come
Nelson.
I have not
Just
a
like,
clue
who's
who
that?
Willie
country
Nelson
music
is.
artist.
You
I know
know,
Willie Nelson.
biggest
wouldn't-
weed guy in the
he's
world.
90 years
Well, he's
old.
more known for his
Smoking
music.
joint.
than
Oh, I know
weed.
that. I
But
saw-
he got
He's
arrested
90.
90.
Wow.
I saw
I would've
Willie
never
Nelson.
guessed.
My first time I saw Willie Nelson, I was in the military. I was in Hawaii. And it was 1983 maybe. So 40 years ago. Willie Nelson played. He opened the concert with Whiskey River.
Wow.
Whiskey River, take my mind. And then he closed it with the same exact song.
We did a whole podcast with Larry singing. We just pick songs. And
Oh,
sing.
no, you don't want
That'd
that.
be great.
I
think
hear
we
it
do.
now.
No, hilarious. We'll do a karaoke podcast.
No, but I do want to let my audience know this. You guys are going to see me rap. I have my rap writer right here. Jameis is doing a thing. Nick is going to do the video. We are going to come out with a rap song that's going to blow you away. And I'm predicting we hit the charts.
Larry's going to hit the chart.
I'm
you know
not
if-
kidding you. We're hitting it. If
Saying
you do the
that
right
would be-
writing
Yeah.
and I'm a rapping,
If you do the right rapping.
I'm going to do the right rapping. And you got to do a good video.
62-year-old Larry Lawton hits the charts, top 100.
awesome.
I'm
Hip-hop
telling you, we're
charts.
hitting the charts.
Goes
Paul.
on tour. He's just a whole different person by next year.
Start manifesting
He's wearing like
now.
skinny jeans.
tour nurse.
Skinny jeans. Nah, it ain't happening.
Find assisted
Cuban
living
chain.
areas.
Oh, I gotta get my gold.
He's all
chains.
dripped out. He's like Playboy Cardi now. He's like wearing eyeliner and fucking
Yeah?
has like fake teeth.
Put it on. Let's go. I'll do
Fake
the video.
vampire
We gotta do a
teeth.
video.
Yeah.
Eyeliner. I'll look like.
No, not eyeliner. You're supposed to be a gangster. Not
Oh, okay.
Well,
I thought I'd do a.
Isn't Playboy
like-
Cardi a gangster? He's got the eyeliner and the
Think of a hillbilly.
nails.
That's like
and,
a emo rapper.
yeah,
Like the
the nails.
Oh, emo.
Yeah.
No. We ain't no emo. Emo is.
No, you gotta get the diamond
Emo
ring,
is
get the hat.
sad. I don't want to be sad. I want to be hitting the licks up and down the East Coast, rocking it out with Larry Lawton here.
Maybe he'll be the next Monday Night Football guy.
Oh,
that comes out there.
Hank Williams Jr. Hank Williams. But I got to look at the lyrics now. You should have said something.
I
He sent a
texted you.
text.
You never.
He's
He
gotta
sent
put
a
beat
whole
to it
ass
still.
text.
You got to put him on the text.
You got to put a beat to it now and start working
Yeah,
on
well,
it.
that's what I texted you. I said we gotta
didn't-
come work.
Listen,
it out.
you
We
got to
could-
put on him. I'm into this. I'm
Yeah.
waiting.
All
I
right.
want to try this.
I'll send the group chat.
And then I'm going to practice and practice and
Oh,
practice.
he's gonna have to
Yeah.
practice. That's for sure.
And I'm going to get on the mic and we're going to hit this thing
We
hard.
got the equipment.
Look, this is gonna be
we
your
have
new look. Larry.
everything. And Nick is going to film it.
This is gonna be your new look.
Paul's pool, the boat, the RV.
Who wants you to do that?
This is gonna be your new look.
Listen, I'm
By
going to
next
sit on
year.
the roof
Didn't
of
he-
the RV.
He didn't even care.
Chucking it, rolling down the road, low.
No, you
Golf
gotta, you
cart
got,
too,
On
riding
a,
No.
around.
on a golf
you gotta
cart.
go, you gotta ghost ride the RV.
Ghost Rider.
You gotta ghost ride the
Are
RV.
you going to get in gold teeth?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'll get some fake gold
Get
teeth.
some diamonds on your teeth?
You know, the rock. Oh, this would be
Yeah,
fun.
you're-
Good, we got it. Then.
Oh, and the video.
Oh, there you
video's
go.
gonna be
That's
better.
hilarious.
The video's going to go wild.
Yeah, the video.
And if the song has the thing about my story,
Oh, it is. That's it. That's if you look. It's mob story. It's your whole life.
it's a whole
It's
story.
just a little clip though.
No, I got it. We got to look. And you got to get a beat to it.
Yeah.
Is it in your head, kind
Yeah,
of a
I'm
beat?
figuring something out. I
We
have
got to
some
get,
ideas.
you know, hell of a beat made
We
this
have to
baby.
make our own though.
Right?
Elephant made this.
Hell of a
beat,
made
baby.
this beat, baby.
Yeah.
Hell of a made the beat, baby. T Grizzly. I'm gonna go to T Grizzly for lessons.
You
and,
better,
and you know what I'll do? I'll video me
The
him
next
teaching me.
the next song, we have to get T Grizzly on the song.
Oh yeah, and it'll be about a robbery,
Yeah.
There you
a
go.
robbery. You
a
guys.
jewelry robbery.
Because y'all both did that.
Yeah, well, yeah. Don't do that. I really did them. he got caught robbing a pawn store. I said pawn, not porn. Because I often do that. But,
So who's your picks of the weeks, Larry?
Let's get the picks.
wrap up on the
I know,
picks
yeah,
of the
we
week.
are wrapping up. Okay. Let's get to the football. And Nick, are you in on the picks?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to go down a couple of picks. Let's see what people think.
Are you only doing underdog picks this week again?
Well, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to do a couple of games. Now, we have a Monday night game, of course. And do we have a Sunday morning game?
That's 49ers and Vikings, that one. Monday night. Sunday morning. There's no
Sunday morning.
Yeah. So
Okay, so we got to pick Monday night's game, and we have to pick your best pick. We each get to pick a game, okay, on Sunday. A morning game, a late game, and then Monday night game.
I have a question before you do that, though. What do you think is the toughest game to pick this week? And I think I'm going to tell you mine. I think the Lions-Ravens one could be very interesting.
I'm going to give you a game that I think is going to be tough, and I'll tell you why.
And Dolphins-Eagles could be very interesting.
I did. Everybody in the world is picking this team, and because of it's a division rivalry, I think the game is going to be closer than you think. I think the Buffalo-New England game. Now,
Really?
New England is at home, Paul. It's a division game. You know how they are. They're
Buffalo
always
versus
rough.
New England.
Buffalo is a lot better, but listen, you got one of the best coaches in football at home.
They've been struggling.
Yes, but
That
you
team
come
is
in,
hurting.
shit's coming out of the. You watch. He's not a give up, obviously. And all of a sudden, you're going to see they have a great defense. They always did. New England has a great
And
defense.
Allen's hurt a little bit. He's been struggling a little bit with his shoulder.
Yeah,
Their
so
quarterback.
right. So
I still think they're going to win easily.
everybody's saying that.
It's at 1 p.m. on Sunday.
Yes,
That's 8.5 point favorites.
Yeah, listen, you've
So
seen a lot bigger
maybe
upset.
your pick is that to take the
Maybe for the underdog.
Patriots.
You know as well as I, we've seen 12, 13-point underdogs
yeah.
Where's
win
New
this year
England?
already.
This happened last
week.
Yeah.
Where's New
Philadelphia was 12-point underdog favorites, I think.
Oh yeah, it's nuts right
Where's the Patriots from?
It didn't Patriots beat them?
now. Boston,
I think the Patriots beat them, didn't they, Paul, last week?
Massachusetts. No, Patriots got killed last week.
Who did Patriots play? Cleveland beat Philly.
Correct. That was a very close game. But
Cleveland beat
Cleveland's
Philly.
decent.
I feel like the
you know.
Buffalo Bills need some orange in their logo.
Oh, because he's going by colors. Okay, who do you pick? Oh, let's go around the horn. Jameson.
What's up?
Well, give them a game.
Okay, I'll give you a game. And I'm going to give you a game that I think is going to be pretty tough.
Okay.
I'm not going to give you one of these blowout things I think that are going to be blowout. Okay, here's the game. I think it's going to be a good game. Detroit versus Baltimore.
Ooh.
And the line on the game is another great game. Detroit versus Baltimore or the Miami versus Philly game. That's going to be a great game. The line is Philadelphia minus 2.5. And it's at Philadelphia. And it's the 8:20 game at night on Sunday night. Who do you pick?
I got Miami.
Miami, Paul?
I think Philly bounces back from last week's mishap. I'm going to take Philadelphia.
You're at home. Nick?
It's Philly versus Miami. Let's stick with Miami.
I'm going to stick with Miami as well. This is one that I'm not so sure of, Paul. I mean, personally. And
I think it's
Does Florida have two football teams?
does Florida have two what?
Yes.
Football teams? What are they?
Three.
Three? You guys have
Tampa,
three
Jacksonville,
football
and
teams?
Miami.
Yep.
Tampa Bay, Jacksonville, and Miami. So
Well, New York kind of does too.
Buffalo, Jets, and Giants.
We couldn't even keep one
Technically
football
none.
team.
One.
Correct.
Technically one.
We couldn't even keep one football team.
Yeah, well, that's
St.
just where
Louis.
you're at. Okay, let's go to the next game. I'm a stick with Paul with Philly just because of the home field advantage.
Yeah.
I mean that's a big thing
Miami's
in football,
doing
and it's a
good.
big game.
In Philly.
There's some
It's
dogs.
a big game, and it's at night, and it's prime time. It's a Sunday night game.
Now, if they don't win, with it being a home game, that's kind of fucked. That's sad.
Tua's playing in cold weather. That could
yeah, no, that's true. That's
okay.
another thing. Philly's an outdoor stadium. Good
That's
point.
a good point.
Now, is it cold though? I mean, is the weather cold? Really?
I don't probably
If
not
it's 50,
yet,
40 degrees, that's perfect for football.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously. And let's take the Monday night
Padded
game.
up.
Paul, Monday night is San Francisco, Minnesota.
You know, I love San Francisco.
I know you've been.
You know
you've been
they lost last.
They lost, and that was a big upset.
They were up like 3 touchdowns and just completely.
Is that crazy? The game. I mean, they were like 13-point favorites, weren't they?
That's not going to happen again. I'm taking.
And you say that
It
again.
won't happen again.
Anything can happen in
It's
the
not
NFL.
happening again.
What are you like?
And he's,
Not 2 weeks in a row. That's too good of a coach and too good of a football team.
I'm
to
going
have
Minnesota.
yeah, San
Going Vikings.
Minnesota.
San
I'm going with Frisco too. Right?
Oh, they got a cool
Paul,
little.
just because Minnesota's got a record, a shitty record. I mean, I can tell you, Minnesota's 2-4 against a 5-1 team. There was just a mishap. I think they're going to get their ass kicked because if you look at statistics, points per game, points against per game, yards per game, yards, points per game, strength, everything favors San Francisco. I mean, that's why the line is.
What did you say the Vikings were?
I think the line should be higher.
What's
the line?
Right.
7.
What does the line
But it's in
mean?
Minnesota, right?
Give a shit. I mean,
And
come
they're
on.
Vikings. So
Vikings with they're skinny. Vikings are big, but no.
they're here to pillage.
I think
49ers
that's
are
it.
going to rape, rig.
Rape the rapers.
No, take all their gold.
Am I allowed to
Is that
say
the 49ers
No,
did? They were
it
gold diggers?
doesn't matter, Dad, does it? You think?
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
yeah.
Anyway,
do some A/B
anything else
testing.
going on? Anything else going on, Nick?
That's what I was trying to say. They're going to rake all their gold.
Anything else going on, Nick?
Nope.
Nothing else. Paul, anybody? We're going to come out with that rap song soon.
Follow the new TikTok.
I'm going to be
Follow
starting.
the new TikTok.
Follow the new TikTok. Check
New
us
rap
out.
song
Go to
coming soon.
mybookie.ag. Use promo code Lawton. Check out the cigars, the books, everything else. And like I said, rap song coming.
Like
we
I
will be
says.
practicing. We got to take some footage of me practicing.
I says to him.
Tell them what we did yesterday, quickly.
Larry crashed a pizza party at a skating rink.
I went to a roller skating ring.
Did you roller skate?
Yeah, he did.
Listen,
and he thought he
here
was going
is
to
the
be good.
problem. I just got to say this.
He thought he was no.
Did you fall?
No.
Paul.
But he was not looking so
used
hot.
to be a real good roller skater.
He
I'm not
hasn't
kidding you.
I figure out that he hasn't been on skates in 45 years. And then
42.
His whole soul was crushed when these kids are like just doing laps around him.
Oh, I was crushed. I couldn't even. Paul.
Did you see the kids with the walkers and stuff going around?
He wanted one.
You got some
I was like, I'm
funny
not
ones
getting
out
one.
there.
For you.
I couldn't get one. I couldn't bend myself to get the walker.
Why? Why?
I shoulda, because I think one round with the
embarrassed?
walker would have got me. back.
You said you were really good. You can't be that.
I swear, Paul.
No.
I was
45 years ago.
Yes, 45.
He
years
was
ago.
like damn near in tears yesterday because he
telling
didn't
Larry,
have it
in
like
your
he
defense,
used to.
I was decent too.
He was like, I could do it backwards.
taking my
Oh,
kids
you
there.
went?
My leg was bruised on the side of my leg for like.
I was
went?
nervous.
Oh, it hurt so
Paul,
bad.
I was nervous.
When did you go?
Probably about 2-3 months ago or something like that with the kids.
Were you
4 months
you were
ago.
probably good. I remember you rollerbladed up to us once. I think when we were in DC.
Yeah, I don't. But yes, I do all. I used to do all that stuff. But let me tell you, if you don't do it for a while, and then you get out there and you think, oh, I'll just do some leg
what happened?
crosses.
Oh,
and-
Paul, I couldn't even. I was so bad.
Oh, he
But it
was
was free
I got
pizza, so I
footage.
ate all the
I got
pizza.
footage.
I ate all the pizza. The lady goes, "Hey,
He was
mister,
a little-
this is for the kids."
Yeah, I was like, those
there
are the
goes your
kids.
240.
Was it one of your
42-30.
fans' birthday parties or something?
No, I
No.
just wanted to
He just
go.
found
To
a
my
roller-
defense, we did a little mind-altering drug. And so...
That's probably what.
You just wanted
No, it had nothing to do with that.
He's 62. Dude. The acid had nothing to do with it.
I'm going to get it down for our video.
Yes.
Because I
You're
will
gonna be
get on
rapping?
those skates
You
for
have
video.
video?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to do the video.
I want to see the video of this. This is gonna be funny.
Oh,
This video's gonna be
this
fucking
rap video
crazy.
will
I gotta
kill
see
it.
this.
He's like on his back, like skating, like you see how they do it. They put their like skate on their back.
Oh yeah, underneath. I'm really hitting it up, jamming it. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get it down.
Have you ever ice skate?
Yes, Paul, I did. Paul, I was really a good roller skater.
We should go ice
I
skating.
am not
next.
kidding. I used to backwards
I'm
as
pretty good
fast
at
as
ice skating.
forwards.
I'm good at
I
ice
used to backwards as fast as forwards. I could do spins.
I think I had
used
more
to get in
control
middle
on the
and
ice.
dance.
So muscle memory
Because you
is
can
gone
grab
after a
the
certain
ice.
age.
Paul,
You can't
I
do
don't know
much
if it's
on the
muscle
rollerblades.
memory.
Because I was struggling too.
break
I'm not
into
gonna
it.
lie.
Yeah,
It took
I
me a
can't
while
hockey
to
stop
get
on
pick it back
rollerblades.
up.
Paul,
But with
I was
ice, I
nervous
can.
as hell too, thinking I'm gonna fall,
Me
hit a
too.
kid
And
or
listen,
something.
all
There's
he
little
keep-
kids out there. and I'm
Listen,
like,
all he keeps
Oh,
saying
I thought he
is,
was gonna fall back on this little kid. I was like, dude,
I
you were
call
gonna
them landmines
murder.
because they're everywhere and they're weaving
You
through.
think that's funny? He says to me, Larry, you can't fall. You break your leg. I'm done. They're all going to kill me. All your friends are going to kill me.
Yeah, I was like, they're gonna all think this was my idea, and I wanted to be out here skating.
geez.
I have to.
It was either literally it was the choices yesterday
bowling
were
ball
going to the
rocking out
golf
kids.
range or skating,
range,
and
that's
he
easy
picked
for me.
skating.
Why not at the bowling alley or like?
Oh,
you know,
bowling sucks
bowling.
ass.
Oh come
No,
on!
it's
God,
fun.
no
when
way.
you get the right, like
I'm the
bowling,
type of guy.
Bowling.
I'm literally.
Oh, forget
I'm-
that. We are going to put this roller skate in that rap video. Here's what my thing. I think my ego got in the way, and he didn't let me have a walker. You know, the walker to get my legs going.
I
memory.
refuse.
Did you hug the
What
wall?
about ice skating?
Yeah,
I
he did. He
tried,
hugged the
Paul. It was hugging the wall. I almost killed a kid.
Oh, it was a sight. To
I
see.
did fall a little bit, but I
He
caught,
did fall,
I
yeah.
caught myself on a rubber.
He was sitting there like every
I-
step was gonna
I'm
be the
telling you, I
worst.
was hurt.
Was gonna be a death fall.
I was
That's what he
hurt.
done.
I was hurt. I really was hurt.
Oh, he was. He was like damn near. Like I was like, "Are you gonna
you
cry?"
fell. Where'd you
I was
fall?
like, "Are you
In your-
going to cry right
I
now?"
fell on my butt, but no, I
Tailbone. Don't
No.
break a hip. You know what happens when you break hips when you start
You
getting
die.
older.
Listen, I
You do.
Die. Yeah,
pretty much
that's,
die.
that's what I'm saying.
That is true.
That's why I was like, dude, this is
alive.
not safe. Like, I don't
No,
want to
but
be
listen,
involved
if
in
I
this.
get it going again,
No.
Wear like a hockey outfit with the pants and the pads.
no, guys, we are doing it for the video.
You gotta learn.
I'm gonna look because I'm gonna take
practice,
that,
yes.
that.
He goes,
You gotta
he
take
goes,
that
and then
I'll drive us down
and
there.
then
I'll
and then
drive,
he
we gotta go.
and then he had the audacity afterwards to go, "You got any good footage?" I go, I could spend a week and spend $200,000 on an editing crew to make it. It would not make you look good.
But you get footage?
Yeah, I got footage. Hell yeah,
He
I
got
did.
me falling almost. You gotta,
No, I
you
didn't
gotta
have that.
show me a couple of them.
I got you.
I want to see this too. Send me a text with those videos.
Yeah.
I gotta-
Oh God!
He's sitting there like trying to balance with the
I
air.
still love
you
the
know?
video at the Sublime concert when he's asleep.
What was that?
The one with you at the Sublime concert next to Eric, and you're just.
Oh, that was.
You're laid
great.
out.
Oh, that was great. Well, that made it really funny
Sober as
because
hell.
it was after we were messing with Eric for 5 hours.
6 hours. Just
And then
not-
Paul goes,
would not
wait a
stop talking
minute,
about
wait
this
a
man.
minute, look at this. Oh my God, was that great? We look like two geriatrics in a hospital
It
bed.
really does look like you guys are in a hospital.
Yeah, it does.
You know.
You're both laying there asleep.
There's
next to each
cords
other,
everywhere.
Sweating.
This quarter sweat.
Lean back.
With that
right.
note, we're going to get going. Everybody, check out the sports. Check it all out. Everybody, have a great day. And please make good choices and stay tuned for that
It's the
great
greatest find yet.
video.
Nothing compares to it.
But it's definitely something you should hear.
This is The Real Deal with Larry Lawton.